bloody cold, but it's got to be done. Okay guys, John from Making Tracks 4x4 here, and welcome to adventure episode number 2. For this episode it's a solo trip, troopy crew. We're down in the southwest region of WA, exploring sort of the coastline and the national parks through the area. Tonight we are near Manjimup in a place called Green Island. Absolutely spectacular spot. No one here but us. So I couldn't ask for more, and we're parked right next to a stream, a river, so it's absolutely spectacular. I'll show you around the campsite so you can get a good look. There's the troopy. Nice little fire spot. And just down here, lucky enough to have our own doorstep to the Donnelly River running through here. So can't ask for much more than that, in my opinion. Campsite to yourself, right up on the river. So we're gonna enjoy it here tonight, and then move on further south from this location. Alrighty, so dinner for the first night. We've got chicken fajita wraps. Got the chicken there, all done and dusted. Got the guacamole, the carrot, cheese, sour cream, and the end product. Morning guys, welcome to day 2, morning of day 2 at Greens Island. Had a bit of an explore around this morning, managed to find out that the Bibbleman track and the Mundabiddy track both run through here. You can see one just behind me there. Awesome area, as I said, had a bit of a walk around, plenty of space, tons of spots, but again we were lucky enough to, even through the night, have this place to ourselves. So we've had a bit of breakfast. It's about, I think it was 3 degrees this morning when we woke up, so it was pretty cold. So we had plenty of warm clothes on. Still pretty chilly now. but we are currently in the process of packing everything away, packing up the car, getting it all set up, and then our plan today is to head into the Trucks National Park. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's what I think it is. And we're going to Lake Jasper, bypassing Lake Jasper, checking out a few areas around there, as well as heading toward one of the rivers down that way, one of the river mouths. Not too sure what it is at the moment, but we'll figure it out later. See how we go. So the 4 aces are basically 4 incredibly large karri trees that have just by chance grown in a dead straight line right next to each other, and it looks absolutely incredible. You can stand at one point and only see one tree, and then move a couple steps to the left or the right, and you've got these four massive trees just towering above you. Incredible. Definitely recommend coming and look at this, because they are big. Alrighty, so rode into Lake Jasper, where we're headed at the moment. Most of it's gravel until the last stretch turns into stuff kind of like this. This is the probably worst we've seen it so far. Not too sure what the rest ahead of it's like, but gone a bit of a walk around it, and it looks doesn't look too deep, and looks passable, so give it a go, see what happens. Hopefully there's no solar recovery needed.
clearing a lot of the waterways, the track turned to be very skinny, with a bit of track clearing along the way to keep us pushing through. Needless to say, a few pinstripes were added to the car, but eventually it all cleared up.
So we've made it to Lake Jasper. Turns out we didn't take the conventional route there. Went by mistake, found a bit of a four-wheel drive track going around the entire dam. Turned out to be good fun, a bit of a challenge, plenty of sort of track clearing. No one had obviously driven it in a long time, so it proved to be a bit of fun, but here we are now, and it is an absolutely sensational spot. It's, I believe, the largest freshwater lake in the southwest region of Western Australia, and just looking at it, it's hard to pick up its size. It's just so beaky. Fantastic. It's a great view. Definitely worth coming out here. So we have decided to stay at Lake Jasper tonight, just due to time constraints. It was getting pretty late. Took us a bit longer to get here than we expected, given the off-road track we were heading down. But once again, spectacular spot. And we've actually got it to ourselves again. So we've got Demi here, getting ready to cook up a storm. Table set up here. Got the swag looking out over here. Got a ton of space. This area alone is just for our area, so good spot to be in. And between the trees, you can sort of look out between the lake and catch a pretty fantastic sunset, actually. So I definitely can't complain with a spot like this. 2 nights in a row. Pretty stoked with it. So we have come from Jasper Lake and we're heading further east now. We've just come into the Warren National Park, looking around the Warren River, hopefully get stuck into some fishing. Been looking forward to that. And hopefully, as the sign here says, hopefully we'll have a couple of river crossings ahead of us. So, see how we go, and just play it by ear, I guess.
It felt pretty good to get out of that water because it was far from warm.
Alrighty, so about to do the first water crossing, the river crossing we've come across on the Warren River. As always, it's always safest to walk it first, especially if you don't know it, because it may not look deep, but it can catch you out. I've walked it, bloody cold, but it's got to be done. I've realised there are two pretty big boulders under the water here that you'd probably want to miss, a couple of dip bangers. So we're going to steer clear, go right. It's pretty shallow in this bit, and then when it hits the far side it turns into a bit of a rapid and it gets a bit deeper. But the good thing about this is it's a solid base the whole way through. And then through on the other side, so second low and see how we go. Shouldn't be too bad, but might eat my words later. Alrighty, so a bit of an update of where we're at. We did a few river crossings around the Warren River. We explored some of the area around there, found some pretty wicked spots. Absolutely incredible place to drive through. A ton of really tall trees kind of just towering over the road, so it's a great place to drive through. And there's lots of little hidden gems all around the spot. So what we've got now is we've set up camp just over there. We've got a roast on the heat ready to go. We got some time to kill, so I'm gonna wet a line, hope for the best, see if I can catch any fish, see how we go.
Well, Unfortunately, nothing was caught, but luckily we weren't relying on that for dinner tonight. We had a roast to attend to.
So tonight we are cooking up a lamb roast, as you see there. Cooking it in the camp oven, just getting up to heat now. Got Demi on the veggies over here. Just about ready to throw it in the pot now.
With the roast on the heat, all we had to do was wait. Unfortunately, that's all for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 to see what else the Southwest Coast really offers.